Harvesting forage on a super large scale, that's no big deal for Janssen contractors. The business is based on the River Ems in northern Germany. In this area, farming is mainly grassland farming. The contracting company is well set up to handle large-scale agricultural projects. In this business, good planning is the be-all and end-all, of course. And so we talk to the dispatcher of Janssen Contractors. The man in the control room is Hermann Voss.
My name is Hermann Vossel.
My name is Hermann Voss. I'm in charge of scheduling and the logistics. I take the phone calls from customers, plan the jobs, and assign them to our colleagues in the field.
Zu disponieren und an unsere Mitarbeiter weiterzugeben.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm the operator of the KRONE Swadro TC 1570. The machine was assigned to me at the beginning of the season. Today's job is to rake up 85 hectares of grassland on a large dairy farm. Mark sets out in the late afternoon, so the grass had all day to dry. Mark crosses the Dutch-German border after just 1 kilometre. The customer is Dutch and his farm based a few kilometres south of Winschoten. Despite its working width of more than 15 metres, the rake completes the headland turn in a single operation. Hey Mark, what's the acreage today? This is a 65-ha site that consists of 5 individual fields with 15-metre wide canal linings and access routes. I can go around these in one operation, so no need to raise and lower the rotors all the time. These fields are the backdrop against which high-capacity equipment can play out its strengths. The Swadro TC 1570 is now set to a working width of only 12 metres. We'll come back to this in a moment. The rake is tedding eagerly, pass after pass. All is going to plan. Mark, what's the progress? I've now done 30 hectares, which took me 3 hours. That's an impressive achievement that gives him a comfortable head start before the forage wagons come in the next morning. It's 5 o'clock the next morning. The team is ready to pack a punch, a last check of the job, and off they go. Contractor Janssen runs 2 KRONE ZX 470 forage wagons for harvesting the grass. These 2 loader wagons are equipped with the new OptiGrass 28 cutting system, which produces particularly short cuts. The operators carry out a brief inspection to ensure all 54 blades are razor sharp. After all, optimum cuts and minimum fuel consumption are not achieved with dull knives. Luckily, the inspection is just a matter of minutes. The forage wagons are also spec'd with the automatic blade sharpener. For sharpening the blades, the blade cassette is pulled out to the side. The grinder is lowered into position and, at the push of a button, the hydraulic discs grind those 54 blades in a matter of minutes. Quite a show early in the morning. Done. The sharpener folds back, the blade cassette moves back under the machine and then swings hydraulically into cutting position. At 5:30 the day is dawning. The machines pull out of the shed. The German contractor also serves clients in the nearby Netherlands. There are no boundaries in agriculture. The convoy reaches the 65-hectare site just before the sun rises. The swaths are presented in dead straight rows, the pickups lower into work, and the heat is on. The two tractor drivers are experienced colleagues who make a perfect team. The first wagon just picks up the headland swath. Then the two combinations work side by side, gathering the 1 kilometre long swaths. Let's pause for a moment to talk to the operator. I'm Frank Glade. I've been working with Jansen for 18 years. We're here in Holland with two ZX 470s that have the OptiGrass 28 cutting system for extra short cuts. Our job is to harvest 85 hectares. The OptiGrass cutting system has its blades spaced at 28 millimeters, which is really small.
28 millimeter.
Frank, what do you particularly like about the ZX 470?
Was mir sehr gut gefällt an dem Wagen ist der hohe.
What I really like about the machine is its huge throughput, although the gap between the blades is only 28 millimeters. The excellent cutting quality makes unloading a peach.
Und wir können eine Schlagleistung erreichen.
So we can make as much as 10 hectares an hour.
Pro Stunde.
10 hectares an hour per machine, that's quite something. Their customer Mattis Meyer also is impressed with this performance because it also applies to unloading on the clamp, where the two display, again, perfect teamwork. Frank, why does Jansen swear on equipment from KRONE? In a nutshell, with narrowing harvest windows, we need to have a strong and reliable partner on our side. KRONE, in Spell, is this partner for us. We are happy to leave it at that. It's not only cutting quality that counts. Perfect compacting on the clamp is important too. This is Jan's job today.
Jan Luckmann, arbeite seit 18 Jahren.
My name is Jan Luckmann. I have been with Jansen Contractors for 18 years. We're in the Netherlands right now. The two forage wagons are KRONE ZX 470, which boasts the latest cutting system. I'm in charge of clamping, so quality of cut is important for me. The cuts should be very short and of consistent lengths.
Die Maschinen gleichmäßig abladen und vor allem auch
The silage trailers come in, unload the material in a swift operation and in even mats, and then they're off again. The full package of two silage trailers and two tractors packs quite a punch, all going very well.
läuft eigentlich sehr gut.
Indeed, it's clear to see that this harvest chains runs like a clockwork. Okay, we have looked at the machines. Now let's talk to farmer Mattis Meyer.
Ik ben Matthijs Meijer.
I am Mattis Meyer from the Meyer Dairy Farm. We farm a 350 head herd of dairy cows and 50 hectares of land. Our cows produce about 11,500 litres per animal. We try to be as efficient as possible in everything we do. That applies to the cows in the barn, to field work, and also to clamping. So everything must be top-notch. For the field work, we adopted the Controlled Traffic Farming Scheme, CTF. This means we use permanent tram lines. So we have a tram line every 12 metres, which we use for slurry spreading, swathing, swathing, and gathering the forage.
Neue Wagen met 2,8 centimeter.
Very interesting. Tell us about your feeding strategy. This is also as efficient as possible. 70% or 75% of the ration is roughage, so this must be top-notch for extracting a lot of milk from it. If a cow produces 11,500 litres of milk from a ration that consists to 75% of roughage, that will translate into 16 kilograms of dry matter gained from roughage. So it's important that the forage wagon is a top machine. Cutting the grass to lengths this short is even better. If the material that goes into our mixer feeders is cut short, and with precision, it will mix easily. The mixer feeder does quite a good mixing job, but it's not that good at cutting. So if it's filled with short chops, it will do a better job and the tractor won't need as much fuel. Also, if the ration is mixed, well, the cows will benefit because every single bite contains the same amount of nutrients. It is very important for milk yields that the feed is of a consistent quality. If all material that goes into the mixer feeder is short, then the quality of the feed will be better.
Dass es keinen Unterschied gibt zwischen die erste Futter, was rauskommt, und letzte. So, wenn das alles kurz ist, was in den Mischwagen kommt, ja, dann ist die Qualität von Futter besser.
Very true. And what is your experience with controlled traffic farming, CTF, in grassland? We adopted CTF last year. We first tested it on 2 or 3 fields and immediately saw that we would benefit a lot. Several studies on this topic say that CTF increases yields by 5 to 15%. We think this is because all drivers use the same wheel marks. Of course, growth is very poor in these ruts, yet everywhere else where no tractors roll, we observe growth improves significantly. We also have a high percentage of clover in the grass we sow. My impression is that clover is more resilient when it's not rolled on. That's why we also see higher yields in clover, which in turn means more protein and better quality. What role does the rake play? It is important for us that the contractor has a rake that can be adjusted to our needs so the operator can travel in our CTF tracks. Another advantage of this rake is that it completes a headland turn in one go at maximum width. This means we have smaller headlands and longer CTF bouts. Exciting. It is now 12 o'clock. The last swaths have been picked up and all silage has been packed into the clamp. The Janssen team is already heading to the next job. After all, harvest time is peak time. We thank Janssen contractors for these exciting insights into their operation.